Alrighty, welcome to Arabia. I mean runestones, but basically this is what Arabia used to look like. That literally, this is just what it was. More wood lines. I know this is easier to wall. People don't like that because walling was too strong. Yada yada yada. But the thing is, it was what made Arabia the most balanced map on this in the game. So, without further ado, we got ourselves a 1v1 matchup around, what was it? I gotta remember. 1560 elo. I think that's what it was. So a very solid mid-elo level right there. Definitely difficult to get to that, for sure. Now, in the red here, we have Fatal Error. That's funny. And playing as the Goth. Yep. That's also why I clicked on this. If you followed me a bit, you probably know I have a little, watching Goth players pull off the Goth strategy in 1v1 is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Well, the person who's going to try to stop that is Asterix DE, and he's playing as the Burmese. Yeah, I think there is a few civilizations that might be able to counter the Goths, and you need to have some sort of infantry bonus or something else that allows you to do it. And Burmese have more attack on their infantry per age. So their infantry is actually really strong against other infantry, and that might actually help them a lot, especially against Goths, which don't have the final armor upgrade on their infantry. So I don't know. This might be a good matchup, like Burmese champions would do pretty well against Goth units. But yeah. Of course, the production for Burmese players is going to be a lot lower, a lot slower. So that's definitely there too. Let me get the Gaia's point of view so we don't have sounds. It's going to be a lot lower, so I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves a bit here. We're not in post-imp yet, or I mean mid-imp when Goth starts spamming like that. And really, if it gets to that point, if you start seeing that, you're kind of too late already. Ideally, you want to kill Goth before. And I think Burmese could do that. Yeah, definitely. Especially when you use the Arambai before, they're a really good unit to raid, to kill infantry for one, because they have such a high melee ranged attack, right? Makes them really strong. Let's take a look at the resources here. Gold in the back for red. Berries are 4, that's unfortunate, but I think he's just going to wall around this a bit, so that's good. The wood lines will make it easy to wall this. Wall right there, wall right there, wall right there, but they all are rangeable if you wall like that, so that's, of course, a disadvantage. But yeah, having the gold in the back is pretty sweet. Also the stone in the back. With Burmese, if you want a castle, and you often do, it's in the back, so it's easily taken without being harassed. Blue's already over here to scout. I like that. As for Blue's base, ooh, we're gonna get a drush, aren't we? Yeah, it's before the mill, so it should be a drush. You have to start making them though. As Blue's preparing his drush, I think that's what it is. And wow, okay, red. Did he scout that? He must have scouted that, right? He didn't. Okay, so red also thinking about a drush then. Both of them going for a pre-mill drush. Of course, call it pre-mill because, you don't have the wood to build a mill yet, so you have to wait a bit till you build the mill. But yeah, we're going to get a drush from both players. Interesting. Of course, a bit better for Goths because their infantry is cheaper, I think. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cheaper. Should be at least. Yeah, he didn't mind gold and he has more gold left. As I was saying, gold forward. This gold is forward too for blue. That's unfortunate, at least. Then he has berries in the back, so at least that's going to take a while until red can hit that. And blue's just going to go forward. I don't think blue knows that red is doing this. But he can see them right now. Let's see what he does with this militia. He's just going to continue to ride. No, he's bringing him back. Very nice for red. His drush already successful. Yeah, blue going back means that he cannot hit the berries. He cannot hit the gold for red. So this is already successful for red right now. Just making these units come back home. Now you're delaying the drush from your opponent. This is really good stuff. And look at all the quick walls that you're forcing right now. Like, there's a lot of idle time for blue right now. And the fact that his army is back here and not at your base. So I prefer red's position right now. It's much nicer. Vill counts are completely even. Red's position is going to be completely unharmed. He's just going to run away right here. And that's exactly what he needs to do. There's no reason to fight this. Why would you? Just keep your Drush alive. That's all you need to do. Scout's going to make it difficult, though, because they can actually catch up with the Drush. And I think he's going to fight the Scout and then run away again. Yeah, there he goes. Awesome. Really good stuff. This is exactly what you want to be doing. He even made another militia just to balance this out. Even though I think that's a waste. Because the Goth player is always going to outspam you in infantry. When red, blue even shooting all the deer so that he gets the food on it. And red is going to take the fight now. I don't agree with that. Because you're going to lose it, right? You are going to lose it. I think it's better to just run away. And keep distracting this army and not bringing more militia forward. He's still making militia. I don't agree with this. Making more and more and more. Now he doesn't have enough food to go up to the feudal age. Huh. I would say red is in a good position, but then he starts making militia like that, and I don't like his position anymore. Because he's going to be way later to feudal age than blue now. And blue will can just make archers then to counter this. I mean, you're not going to kill blue with militia. That's not going to happen. If you've ever played Dark Age only games, you know how difficult it is to kill a TC with only militia. It's really difficult. Trust me. 4 attack? My god. And mind you, the TC has 3 melee armor. Building armor. So, yeah, it's almost impossible to kill. And the thing is, also, blue can just fight with villagers here. He could. He should, actually. He should fight with villagers here. Yeah, there you go. See, and what do? Like, the Burmese bonus kicks in feudal age, right? That's when that +1 attack kicks in. So right now, the villagers are just equally strong, and all blue has to do is just micro his weak villagers away, and he's fine. And there blue goes. He's up to feudal age, and red is only halfway. And he's still making militia. Wait. Oh. So what I've been saying all game, of course, is that blue is Burmese and red is Goths. And of course the Goth player is making those cheap militia, and that is exactly why he's spamming all the time. Oh man, I'm having some brain farts here. Never mind. Well, I mean, I still think red's spam with infantry would still be stronger if he gets to feudal age, you know, because that's actually, I've encountered that. That's actually pretty difficult to deal with. Just full man-at-arms play from the Goth player in feudal age. It's actually surprisingly difficult to stop that, but even if you mass archers, they can just make so much. But yeah, archers are going to be coming out now from blue. That's going to end this militia rush, for sure. And red is only halfway to the feudal age. So I think these militia are probably going to die before he gets the man-at-arms upgrade. Question is he then going to stop spamming, or is he going to continue with the ridiculousness? Because, I mean, I love it. This is a lot of fun to watch, and oh boy, villagers going forward, what are they going to do? Some sneaky vills in the back of Blue's base. I'm not sure. Are they going to tower? Yeah, they're here for a tower. That must be why he's waiting. Because if it's a barracks, he could have already dropped it, or an archery range maybe. And he's not going to hide it either, is he? Oh, there he goes, getting the man-at-arms upgrade. There's only one archer out now, and the tower is going to go up and then forward archery range. Oh my god, blue is in a pickle, and he can't see it either. And he's gonna, and wow, this is actually really smart from red. He's directing the attention from blue away from the left. That is really smart. Because now blue's not going to check this out until the tower goes up. And once the tower goes up, then he has to abandon his gold again. And then suddenly blue's base pretty bad because all his golds are forward. This is his main gold. This gold is forward. This gold is forward, and then suddenly blue doesn't have gold, and no gold. He can't make archers. This is sick play by red. I wonder if he decided to do this based on a reading of the map. I wonder. And now you have a tower on your gold. Uh-oh. And red's gonna wall it in, and boom. Suddenly, you can't go to gold. And now blue is completely off of gold. All red has to do is just camp these gold sides, and then suddenly there's no gold anymore for blue. And blue's probably realizing that right now. He was thinking, where do I send these villagers? That's what he was thinking about. And he noticed, oh. 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 Yep. This is just... So red, after spamming so many militia, getting up the feudal age so late, has clicked up to the castle age. But so did blue. But yeah, blue is off of gold. And no gold, he can't make archers, he can't make a rambai. He's actually on stone now. He wants to drop a castle fast. Like, look how many villages that is on stone. That's a panic castle. He knows he's not going to be able to defend against the pressure that's incoming. He's trying to hold this up with archers as good as he can. He can't get too close, of course, to this tower. But he knows he can't defend himself against whatever is coming from red. And also, going archers against Goths is, you're on a ticking clock. You know, as soon as the Huskarls come out, then archers don't work anymore. The tower now on stone just to make sure. Red is just scouring around here. Tower on the wood line too to keep it safe. That's going to delay the castle and delay the Aramba. Yeah, look at that. He's so far behind. So far away from the castle, I mean. Also 2 villages behind, but honestly that's not really his biggest problem. But yeah, I mean, at least red is forcing all these towers. That's a lot of damage. He could actually just force this down maybe with the men-at-arms. But he's choosing to just run away from this. A lot of idle time for blue too. I bet blue was hoping, oh, I'm up the castle age, I'm going to get there first and then it's good. Unfortunately for him, nope. And now the siege workshop right in his face, and I'm pretty sure he can see that. He could actually see that. Man, blue. Yeah, he immediately drops his own siege workshop because he knows if anything comes out of there, then he's going to lose his town center and then the game's over. Blue is in a rough spot. He needs to get a castle up on gold fast because he doesn't have a lot of gold. He will have to sell at the market in order to get any gold. And now we get knights from the Goth player, crossbows. And mind you, the Goth player is just open. His economy is alright. But he has gold. He can make stuff. Blue can barely afford anything. And the thing is, one knight can snipe any mangonel that blue makes. So if blue makes a mangonel, it will just get sniped by the knights, which have some armor too. I mean, the map was really, really bad for blue. Especially when this happens. But red also played it to perfection. He knew exactly where to hit. He knew this, you know, these golds are forward. If I hit right here, I can deny his gold. Nice shot for blue there. Getting the hit. Red dodging there. He'll probably have to send in his knights here to do. Wow, nice attack round from blue. Awesome. That's really good. And split micro from red. He's just going to run away from this because why would you fight it if you can just use your knights? And blue doing a good job. He's hiding under the town center, and it's going to discourage red from attacking further. Blue is halfway to a castle, but I guess he's going to opt for the eco route. He's dropping a town center, hoping to boom out the pressure. If you can outboom the Goths, that works. But if the Goth player outbooms you, then you're in trouble. And he's taking stone over here and building a palisade wall. That's kind of random. Oh. I'm not really sure why you built that one palisade wall. It might be just to distract fire then, I guess, but... Ooh, a conversion now for blue. Really nice. Converting that knight, that's exactly what he needs. Especially because he doesn't have gold. He's been selling at the market really heavily, so it's probably pretty expensive to... or pretty cheap to sell stuff right now. Or at least, I mean, you don't get a lot of gold for it. Another town center on the stone, that will definitely secure that. Still delaying his castle, but honestly, I think it's worth it right now. His defense is adequate. Red not really able to deliver that final blow. And he realized that, so he dropped the town center himself just now, and is going to start making some eco. As long as he has a forward position, he can still pressure blue. The thing is, though, if blue gets a castle up, then the Arambai could come out, and the Arambai would wreck this economy. Trust me. 3 town centers now to protect the villages. That would be pretty nice. Maybe not so much wreck the economy as harass it then. I guess. Huh. I guess this game is kind of stalled out, hasn't it? I mean, Red, for a while there, looked like he was gonna kill Blue, but Blue, using the market, has survived so far, even though he has not been able to take any of his gold whatsoever. He can make some light cavalry now, just to have something to, of military to snipe maybe enemy siege, stuff like that. And then the castle. Ooh, I do not like that castle. I do not like it at all. And you know why? Because it doesn't actually secure you any gold. That castle should have gone right there. On a hill in front of your gold, protecting these wood lines, protecting the front of your base, making it difficult to reinforce over here. I mean, I will go up. But you want to secure your gold. Even a castle over here. I mean, that's tricky because there's siege in here. You know, there's a mangonel in there. So, I maybe in hindsight, let's not do it over there. This would have been a better castle. But in any case, it's up. Now I guess he feels safe enough to go to the gold here. But again, it's not safe. If Red at any point figures this out, he can raid it with some knights. Anyway, some farm economy. I do like that under the castle. But yeah. That's the second time someone has dropped a shady castle that doesn't actually protect anything, you know? Could have been better, but I mean, it's alright. He's still alive, but oh boy. 4 mangonels now from Blue, and he's going to get this town center down real quickly that way. I think from Red, I mean. Blue will probably have to repair this town center because this is going to go fast. I'm not sure if Red knows that Blue has added eco. Let's look at the... Yeah, he should know. He's seen that other town center, so he should know. But man, this town center is melting. 4 mangonels, that's crazy. Celt ETC, Goth ETC, look at that. One would be proud. And now Blue is being pushed further and further back to his other castle. And there's still a lot of economy that could be raided here. But Blue now has gold. He can make knights. And knights can take out the siege. Red is focusing down the siege workshop because he knows that's where the siege comes from. Which is a threat to his mangonels. But honestly, the real threat to his mangonels is roaming around Blue's base over here. Blue's forward base, man. Let's look at his economy. He's getting his farming economy up. It's dropping archer range at home because he probably suspects he might lose his position. He's on 70 villagers though. Blue is only on 59. So the Goth player is now out booming you. And that is when it gets dangerous. I like how Red has been building random buildings in the corner to see if Blue is expanding there. Oh boy, but now the Light Cav are going to be in and they're going to get at least a mangonel. Unless, of course, they engage crossbows. And Red is like, I don't care about my crossbows. It's attack grounding his own crossbows just to kill the Light Cav. He's gonna get him. But this one Light Cav could kill this entire army of mangonels. I said could. I didn't say would. I didn't say would. Because Red with the right with the nice attack rounds here. Okay, a Rambai now from Red, and of course from Blue. I mean, and Red immediately switching into skirmishers. And okay, I like this. Very good. Blue put a town center on the gold. This is going to secure his gold now. I really like that. It's a good move. You need to secure some gold somehow, and now he has knights. He can take out the mangonels, and suddenly Red is forward is pretty much ended now. There's not much he can do. He should also know now if he sees that many knights that most likely Blue has found some sort of gold, and that he needs to start protecting himself at home. This is the moment when you might want to house wall a bit. Protect your economy. Because you cannot save all your villagers in town centers, and that's always the troublous part. Unless you're, what was it, Teutons? Or is it Chinese? One of the two had, you could garrison more villagers in your town centers. I think it was Chinese then, wasn't it? Or is it more, no wait, your town centers have more population space. It was Teutons. You can garrison more villagers. And garrisoning vills is what he'll have to do here in a sec, because blue is going to be in with the cavalry raids. And these knights and light cap have +2, so they will be able to fight under town centers. When red's going to try to house wall this. Nice. Another one. Oh, oh, he could have done it. I mean, it would still be open on this side, so never mind. Still defending solidly here, but he's going to lose his forward here now. And blue is actually taking the score lead now. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna get pikeman defense from red here. That yeah, that's probably the best thing he can do at this point. I mean, these are only light cap though, so spearmen still do okay against them. Well, now it's blue who's attacking red, and it looks like blue is, okay, well, red is counterattacking with skirmishers. That's hilarious. He was expecting a Rambai. He was expecting the Rambai to come out, but blue is actually sticking with cavalry for now. So red is desperately scrambling up the barracks over here. He will get them up, of course, but his economy taking a hit here. Yeah, I think he probably needs to wall to protect his economy. He's still on 90 villagers against 78, so I like this. He will get to Imperial Age faster, and if he gets to Imperial Age, we all know what can happen. And red is the kind of player who will probably go for that spam. And want to get there as fast as possible. Although he has shown that if you are weird with Goths, you play them unconventionally, there is so much damage you can do. I mean, look how much damage he did with all those forwards, with the weird shenanigans, the towers. The man-at-arm play. Goths do not get eco bonuses, so you have to kind of play them weird. And that's exactly what red did. And it got him the lead. The thing is it going to retain the lead for him? Because he lost a lot of his units. Blue is not that far behind by villagers, and red base is still pretty open. Also, he does not have the stone for a castle yet. And that is concerning. Because with Goths, you kind of do want that castle. You really do. Only if to discourage the opponent from going ranged units. Blue is going to take out this tower. That means he can take out the rest of these buildings. And then he can get back to his main gold. But yeah, now pikemen from the Goth player. That was to be expected. But Imperial Age from blue. He's going to get there first. The question is, what is he going to do with Imperial Age? That is the question. And I don't know. I honestly don't know. He's going to go for infantry. Now the thing with Burmese infantry, that yes, they are strong, as in they have more attack, but they are still as bad as normal infantry against ranged units. They're not better at fighting under town centers. Whereas with Goths, at least they're cheap, right? So it's easier to make a lot of it, and it's okay. And you have Huskarls, which are awesome at fighting under town centers. Or like Malian champions, which have more pierce armor. Nice attack round for blue. Hit all the pikemen. It's not going to save his mangonel though unless he repairs it. A castle now for blue to protect his economy. Actually, red's going to run away, so he doesn't want to expend his skirmishes. He wants to get this ram down first because he wants to keep his siege workshop up. This castle will stop the pressure from there though. I really like blue's expansion. He's been expanding well with farms over here. His economy is looking pretty good. He is still 20 villages behind red though. And the thing is, red clicked up to Imperial Age, and once red gets the imp and he gets a castle up, he can start spamming. Wait, did he get a castle? Okay, there it goes. Castle and the gold. I like it. Doesn't really protect your economy, but it's a nice position at least on, you know, a choke point between the forests on a hill next to a gold. Good stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be a championship. Did I just say the S word? I'm so sorry. Oops. It's gonna be champions for the Burmese player. Oops. Yeah. That's what I said at the start. Like, Burmese infantry, like they have extra attack. See, they don't have full upgrades yet. That is most of that is attack that they get per age. But the Burmese infantry is going to be really strong here. Definitely stronger than the Goth player. But is the Goth infantry going to be enough when you mass them? When you get so much of it? Red will have the economy to spam. He'll have to make his own champions. You should probably start getting the upgrades for that, because going Huskarls against champions is not a good idea. Going pikemen is definitely not a good idea. Yeah, I think Red needs to tech into his own champions right now. Like, that takes a while to get all the upgrades. You need to be doing that right now. Okay, there he goes. Okay, phew. I thought he wasn't going to do it. That would have been bad. Imagine that. If he tries to fight Burmese champions with Huskarls and Halberdiers. There's no way. That's not going to happen. And Blue is finally going to get this hated siege workshop down. The champion upgrades on its way. Capped Ram is on its way too. Halberdier is on its way for Red also. I think that's a mistake. You didn't see cavalry from your opponent. I would prioritize the champions upgrade right now. Because that's expensive too, Halberdier. Red maybe starting to lose some ground here. He's going to lose his forward. These buildings are going to go down, and Burmese infantry are really strong. Especially when they get all the upgrades. That's what I say. Burmese are one of those civilizations that have a bonus that helps them deal with the Goth spam. Question is it going to be enough? Because Red's economy is really good. It's 115 villages for him now. That is a pretty solid boom. Maybe a bit more would be nice. 105 for Blue. He's still trying to boom. He's going to need a good economy in order to keep spamming champions here. And okay, well, we get perfusion now in from one castle, conscription from the other. Those are the two upgrades that make your the spam possible, because it makes your trading time so fast. And you'll start seeing units come from barracks. Red just has to build them. He has 4 barracks right now. Yeah, you can see how fast they're training. Boom. Like, it's gonna go real quick now. It also means upgrades from the barracks are faster. Well, the cap ram is gonna go down to villagers, probably. Maybe. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close. 7. Okay, he got him. Nice. Just in time. Murder holes! You need murder holes! No, he doesn't. Look at that. 13 plus 5 attack. 13 plus 2, right? He's still missing an upgrade, I think. Oh, wait. Burmese don't get the final attack upgrade, do they? That'd be crazy. Wait, I want to check that, because that's important. That is important. Burmese... And... They do! Okay, then, well, Blue needs to get that. Oh, he's getting it right now. I should have been patient. There you go. That will be 13 plus 7 attack then. I think so. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a lot of attack, especially compared to the champions for the Goths. And, now luckily for Red, he doesn't really need to keep his castles up. Save for trebuchets. You don't need him to produce Huskarls, because of course you can get Anarchy, and then you can make Huskarls from your own barracks. The only thing is, though, I don't think you want to be making Huskarls. Not in an infantry showdown. And here we go. This is what I was wondering if we were going to see this. We got Goth Spam versus Burmese higher attack infantry. Which is better? I don't know. I think in the initial fights, when both players have a lot of units, I think Burmese are going to be better there, because they simply have better units. But Goths know. They know that it's not the KD that wins them games. It is the fact that they can keep spamming and spamming and spamming and easily reinforce their units. And I think that in the long term, Burmese will still lose out to Goths that way. I think you need to follow that up with some sort of siege or a lot of production. Or you need to kill the Goth player fast. You need to make sure that their economy gets hit so that they can't spam. Because you still need a lot of gold and food in order to do this. Blue kind of losing a lot of his units here for no reason. Maybe taking a fight he shouldn't take. He's going to get this castle down. That's 4 trebuchets, even though they're shooting uphill. I think this castle will go down. Especially when Red runs out of stone here. He's losing a lot of villagers to repair this. He's not getting a lot of gold in that way. And here we go. Red's going to take a fight. We got ourselves a battle. Underneath the castle. Cast fire is definitely helping here. But yeah, Burmese. Look at that. Burmese champion shred. And Red actually backed up so that he can get more shots in on his castle, but the castle's going to go down here, which means that Red is going to lose this fight because the Burmese champions are just that much better. But are the Burmese going to be left with enough champions to continue this push? Because look, Red can just easily replenish his numbers. He just needs to start building more barracks here. Blue actually doing a really good job making a lot of barracks himself. His economy is looking pretty solid here. His gold count is a bit low. You might want to go for some more relics, maybe. I'm not sure if he's been collecting relics. Red has, I think. Or not. Alrighty, well, Blue taking an important hill, pushing Red off of that gold. That's important. Still outnumbering the Goth player. As long as he outnumbers the Goth player, he can win. Even when he's slightly outnumbered, he can still win. But there's a lot of champions. He's out spamming the Goth player, and the Goth player is actually getting chemistry. So he's thinking about hand cannoneers. And that's not looking too hot for you then. If you think you need to go for hand cannoneers as Goths, you don't think you can win the infantry war, that's not a good sign. Not good at all. It's a pretty even fight over here. But I still think Blue's going to win this. His champions are just too good. You really need more numbers as Red. And Red, he actually cancelled his champions. No, okay, now he got them again. He's getting hand cannoneers. Well, hand cannoneers will do pretty well against the champions. And it's really ironic that it's the Goth player who is getting hand cannoneers to deal with the infantry of his opponent. That is hilarious. But Red is now getting hit where it hurts, right in the economy. That sounds dirty, but it's not. And this Mangonel could raid the gold. Imagine if he sent a few champions just to raid the gold. You need gold to afford hand cannoneers. And even though hand cannoneers are really good against champions, you need to mass them, you need to have something in front of them. And you need gold. Blue taking some questionable fights over here. Still has better numbers though, so he's still going to win this. And now we're going to get Hussar from the Burmese player just to have a meat shield in front of his champions. And the champions, they're winning the fight so far. Imagine if he's going to hit the gold here. That would be huge if he can hit that gold. Because I think that's the only gold that Red is taking right now. He has not gone to that other gold yet. No gold, he can't spam. Look at that. His gold count is really low. His food count is pretty low too. But the hand cannoneer numbers are rising here. There's no hussars yet, so I think Blue just has to back up here for a sec. Just back up, because you're losing a lot of units here. You can send forward the cavalry. The cavalry is coming forward, they're just missing some upgrades, I'm sure. Never mind, full upgrades, I didn't say anything. While the trebuchets are going down, it's going to save Red for now. But once the raid started, we got ourselves a little stable here. Blue is even stealing the relics because he's going to go for the gold. And now the hussars are in on the gold. There's so many villagers that could go down there. And no gold, and you can't spam. And Red is trying to run army over there to save this. Trying to get a market up to buy. He might not even have had a market here to buy and sell resources. And Blue will be fine with this. This spam is not at his base right now. Because if at any point the Goth player starts running through his base, then Blue would be in a pickle too. But right now it's Red who is just kind of suffering the wrath of the Burmese. Champion numbers are pretty low for Blue now though. I think he should still continue to make champions also. You just use the hussars against the hand cannoneers, and then you use your champions against the Goth champions. This is really interesting, man. Like, a Burmese champion does 17 damage to a Goth champion, I think. Yeah. Some good micro from Red. He actually kept a lot of his champions alive, and these hand cannoneers are doing a lot of work here. I know, just a little bit of momentum loss for Blue, but oh, he's on the gold again. He's on the gold again. Look how many villagers have gone down here. Red didn't respond to this yet. That is so huge. I mean, Red has a lot of gold banked right now, but that's going to run out. That is going to run out. But now we're going to get a spam for it. Okay, well, Red is now pushing on this side. He's thinking he can just take this gold then, I guess. And Blue's actually forced to drop a castle in front because he's afraid of losing his own gold. I'm not sure that's going to go up. I don't think so. The champions are here. You got to wall in your vills. You wall in something. Quick wall. Ah. Blue. Is it going to go up? 70%? 80%? It's so close. It's denied. It's a doubt castle. Blue, what are you doing? Don't give Red a way back into this game. I'm not sure who to root for now. Wow, this castle is just dying really quickly here. Look at that. You might as well delete it right now. Well, that went down. I hope for Blue's sake that he deleted that. But I don't think so. His stone count is very low. Even though I don't think he was going to get a lot of stone back. Oh, nice raiding from Blue. This is exactly what he needs to do. Keep raiding Red. Because Red's economy is so strung out. You can easily raid with Hussars. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Look at Red's build count. It's actually 30. Okay. Yeah, we're now getting close to the end here. All that Blue has to do is just clear up whatever army Red has remaining. And continuously raid Red to death. This is really good. Red is... Yeah, there you go. The GG's call. This was the killing blow. Because Goths only work as long as you have the engine of your spam is alive, which is your villagers. You need to have bills on food and gold in order to afford Huskarls, even though they're cheaper. And Blue just raiding and killing so many villagers. And that's exactly what you need to do. And now look at the resources for Red. Very low. He would not have been able to afford anything. And Blue is fine. Really good job by Blue. I really thought that Red had this. With the forward, getting this town center down, getting up the Imperial Age with more economy and spamming. But then just the champion switch from Blue came right in time. He made enough barracks to match the Goth production, even outnumber the Goths, right? Which is impressive. And it worked out really nicely for him. And then those side stables to raid the sides. Really good play from Blue. Good from Red too. I mean, Red had this unconventional strategy with the Goths, you know, doing wacky stuff. And that definitely got him the lead in the beginning. He got Blue off of gold completely. So it's really impressive that Blue was able to come back from that. Wow, this was a solid game. Really like this one. Look at the score. KD, yeah, better for the Burmese player. I figured as much. Of course, he lost a lot of units too, so it's not like the Goth Kitty is abysmal as it usually is. But yeah, look at that. The army number for Blue is higher than it was for the Goth player, and that says a lot. That says a lot. That means that Goth units were dying faster than they were being reproduced. More economy for Blue overall. And look at that. 126 villager high for Red. That's how many villages he had when the imp spam began. And Blue raided him so hard that at the end he had less than 30 villagers. That's yeah, just look at that. Ugh. And that was finally when he was starting to get out some military again, you know? When Blue was kind of, you know, there was this period where Blue did not have a lot of military going for him. It's kind of like a momentum loss for him. But yeah, then he started raiding Red, and look at what that did. Perfect. Who says you can't go Hussar against God? You can, you just have to not use it against the Halberdiers. Awesome. GG.